all have goals, right? Big ones, small ones, but what's that one thing that separates just thinking about them from actually, getting them done? Well, that's what we're talking about today. We're going to dive into self-discipline, and I'll show you exactly how to get started.
Yeah. Does that sound familiar to you? I bet it does. It's that little voice in our heads, right? The someday voice. It's the one that pushes all our biggest, best plans just a little bit further away. We've all been there.
And, when we listen to that voice, it's more than just procrastination. We're actually getting stuck. It's like we're stranded on this imaginary place, let's call it Someday Isle.
So welcome to Someday Isle. Picture this. It's this really comfortable, cozy place where all our great ideas and best intentions go for a little vacation and, well, they never come back. It's a place of rest, for sure, but definitely not a place of progress. The good news? There is a way off this island, and it's powered by one single thing: self-discipline. Okay, so what is this tool? What's this thing that's going to get us off the island? Let's actually define it, because I think self-discipline gets a bad rap sometimes. It's often misunderstood, but it's way simpler and honestly way more powerful than you might think.
See, at its core, self-discipline isn't about beating yourself up or punishment. Not at all. It's really just a mechanism. It's the way you apply what you truly value to actually hit your goals. So it's not about forcing yourself to do something you hate. It's about steering yourself in the direction you already decided you want to go. Huge difference.
And look, it's not this one big, scary thing. It's actually built on 4 key values that we can all understand. You've got perseverance, that's just keeping going when it gets hard. Then there's restraint, avoiding all those shiny distractions. Dedication, to stay laser-focused on your goal. And finally, motivation, the fuel that keeps the whole engine running. All right, so we get what it is, but so what? Why bother? Why is it worth the effort? Let's dig into the real power of discipline, because the payoff is huge. Okay, one of the first big payoffs is how it's completely tied to time management. Think about it like this. Time management is the map, right? It's your plan of action. But self-discipline? That's the engine in your car. It's the driving force that actually makes you follow the map, especially when you hit traffic or a detour. You can have the best map in the world, but without an engine, you're going nowhere. They just don't work without each other. And here's a really cool thing about it. This skill doesn't stay in its own little box. When you build discipline in one part of your life, let's say you finally stick to that workout plan, you'll start to see it pop up everywhere else. Suddenly, you're more focused at work, or maybe you're better with your budget. It's like it creates this awesome positive ripple effect.
So, getting your own stuff together is great. But what about how you affect other people? Does getting a handle on yourself actually make you a better leader?
Oh, absolutely. It's a huge yes. I mean, this quote right here just nails it. There's this fundamental truth that you just can't get around. You can't lead other people effectively if you can't even lead yourself. It all comes down to credibility, right? You set the example with what you do, not just what you say. And if you think about the leaders you really admire, you see these qualities in them. They have this inner calm. Even when things are crazy, there's no chaos. They don't just talk about great ideas, they have the willpower, that grit to actually see them through. And that's the kind of quiet strength that makes people want to follow you. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds great in theory, but how do you actually start? How do you build the boat to get off Someday Isle? Well, let's get super practical. Your escape plan can start right now, today, and it only takes 2 first steps.
Seriously, you don't need some crazy, complicated 10-point plan. It really just boils down to 2 things. Number 1, get crystal clear on your values. And number 2, make it a habit to do the things you say you're going to do.
So, step 1 is all about getting clear. And this isn't some fluffy, feel-good exercise. This takes real, honest thought. You have to ask yourself, what really matters to me? What are my absolute non-negotiables? When you answer that, you've basically built your own personal compass. Because without that compass, every direction looks the same, and that is exactly how you stay stuck on the island.
All right, and now for step 2. You've got your compass, your values. So now you make a very simple decision. Starting right now, you do what you say you'll do. And listen, this isn't just about the big promises you make to other people. It's just as much about the little tiny promises you make to yourself. Pushing through and keeping those promises, especially when you don't feel like it, that is where real discipline is born.
Look, getting off Someday Isle isn't about taking some massive heroic leap. It's just about taking one single deliberate step in the direction of what you've decided truly matters. So the only question left is,
What's that first step going to be for you? What's the first promise you're going to keep to yourself?